Go get you some coffee and your snack. It is time for coffee and conversation. Hi and welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Felicia here with another video on my channel. I do fashion, beauty, and some sneaker content as well as lifestyle. I have gotten into vlogging, but every month I like to do a chit chat video, and that is what we're about to do now. And today I want to talk about boundaries, setting boundaries, protecting your peace, creating boundaries, being firm with your boundaries, not, all of that. So that's what we're going to get into. So if you haven't already, hit the pause button, go grab you some coffee, some tea, wine, whatever time you're watching this, and let's just get into it. So what made me want to talk about boundaries is because I've noticed that recently, or I just noticed that lately, I have really gotten to a place where I am learning to set boundaries, be firm with my boundaries, and, protect my peace and all that. And it's a great feeling to be in this place, because I don't think that I was always there. People think that I'm mean and everything like that. I am straightforward and I am to the point, but I also like to keep people's feelings in mind. So I'm the type that I will be the one to fold, I guess you can say, first. So I'm the one who would apologize first, or try to mend things with people if I've had a falling out with somebody, because for whatever reason, I feel like in the past I used to be the one to always make that effort or do those things. And now I'm at a place now where I am setting boundaries, because what I've realized is that when you are that person, or if you kind of quick to just let stuff, sweep it under the rug, let stuff go, don't trip, or whatever the case may be, people don't respect you as much, and they don't value you as a person, and they don't respect your boundaries and anything like that, and you kind of interrupt your own peace. And so I have been really firm on setting my boundaries. And so what does that look like for me? For me, one, I don't like to argue. I never did. I was never a person that was confrontational. I don't like arguing. I'm the type of person that I'm going to say what I have to say and I'm going to be done. You can say what you got to say and be done. But once we start going back and forth and it goes on and on and on, sister girl, I can't handle that, child. I be want to say, shut up, okay? It's over. Let's move on. So one, I don't argue. And if I feel like a conversation is getting to that point, I'll just politely, you know what? I'm good. I'm going to talk to you later. Or, we can handle this some other time. Or I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and I'm going to be firm. Do not disturb is my best friend. I will put somebody on mute and do not disturb in a heartbeat. That, like, group chats, all that, I'm putting myself I'm putting me on mute. I'll get to those messages and I'll see what's going on when I feel like it, like on my time. That's when I'll handle that. I'm not about to just let you keep disturbing me and interrupting my peace, and I'm not arguing back and forth with you. And I'm definitely not arguing back and forth with you on text messages. That I refuse to do that. So one way is that I don't argue with people, and to set my boundaries, I tell a person how I feel. I tell a person how they made me feel, and I tell them this is what I'm going to do because of that. You can't argue with somebody once they tell you how you've made them feel. And I've learned that in setting boundaries or just protecting my peace, that how I talk to other people is also just as important as how they talk to me. So when I come to somebody with something that they're bothering me with, I try to make sure that I'm doing it in a tone that does not make them become defensive. Because when you do that, that's when you get into an argument. So if I come to you straightforward and I say, this is how you made me feel, or better yet, this is what you did. This is how you made me feel, and this is how I'm going to move forward. And then that's that. They can either respect that, if they want to apologize or whatever, and we can move forward and have a conversation about it, that's fine. But I'm not about to argue with you about my feelings. And I'm also going to make sure that I do it in such a way that I don't make you feel defensive, where you feel like you have to come back and argue with me. Another thing is that I used to be the type that I was fearful of people like walking out of my life, or not wanting to be around me, or not wanting to be bothered with me, which you don't ever want somebody to just be bothered with you, because that means they're basically just putting up with you in so many words. So now I'm at a point where if you don't want to be bothered with me, if you know you don't want to talk to me, or whatever the case may be, that's fine. I'll let you be. I've had people just up and suddenly stop talking to me. I don't know what happened, don't know how I offended them, or whatever the case may be. And in the past, I would, hey, what's going on? You know, you good? What's up? Da 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 da. But now in this place that I am today, I'm like, you know what? I don't deserve this. And if you can't come to me as an adult and express your grievances towards me, then that lets me know that, one, you don't value me. You don't value our relationship, our friendship, whatever the case may be. And that, you know, you just don't, you're not mature enough to even have that conversation, that you just want to ghost. And I'm not about to ask an adult why they're not speaking to me. So in that case, I let people go in peace. I don't bother them. I'm not emailing. I'm not texting. I'm not calling. I'm not trying to hit you up on social media. None of that. Go on about your way. Peace be with you, and be good. Because, again, I have to also protect my peace. And sometimes a person not saying something can cause a lot of friction in your mind, where you start to come up with thoughts and making up thoughts and trying to figure out what happened, what did you do. And the first thing that you're going to go to is the negative. And sometimes it don't even have to have anything to do with you. But because there's no resolve, there's no closure, there's no conversation, you're left to your own demise. So for me, in those cases, what I'd rather do is, I'm going to just let you have it. You can go ahead. That's fine. And if you want to circle back, if you want to, circle around the block one more time, that's fine. But if we have to have a conversation, and you're also going to know that you can't do that to me, and the relationship is not going to be the same. Another thing that I have learned is, when it comes to protecting my peace or just setting boundaries, is, you have to set those guidelines of how people are going to treat you. And this is something that's really important with me getting back into the dating scene, or just being open to dating again. In the past, like I said, I was the person who was like, I don't want to offend. I don't want to say anything. I don't want them to not like me anymore, or not talk to me anymore. Now I'm at a place now where I'm like, I'm not going to waste your time, and you don't have to. I'm not going to waste your time, and you're not going to waste my time. And so if I don't see that it's not going anywhere, if I don't see, it ain't even about it's not going anywhere. Because I did give myself a rule when it comes to dating. I'm going to give you 3 dates. 3 dates to figure out if I'm going to give you 3 days to figure out if I like you, and if I want to, maybe start to, take things along. And the 3 days is the getting to know you stage. And in between those, we can hang out, kick it, talk on it. We should be talking on the phone, texting, communicating. If you like, hey, you want to meet me for drinks, whatever, that's fine. But those I don't consider dates. The date is, hey, what are you doing on this day at this time? Would you like to go out for dinner at this place, or do you want to go do this? That's a date. But calling me last minute like, hey, let's hang out, let's go have, to me, those aren't dates. That's a whole nother thing. If you want me to talk about my new thoughts about dating, put it in the comments, and that can be next month's Coffee and Convo. But back to that, when it comes to setting boundaries with that, I'm not wasting time. And if I start to see that you're doing things that I don't like, or if you're doing things that make me feel a way, or it's starting to like interrupt my peace, and now I'm sitting up trying to figure out if you're gonna call me, if you're gonna text me back, you know, and all that. Nope. No. One of my things is consistency. You have to be consistent. I believe how you finish is how you start. And so with that, I set that boundary real quick. The moment I start seeing you slipping off, and you know, or you start doing things that I don't like early on, one, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a warning. This is a warning. I'm gonna give you a warning. Strike one, sir. And you know, and I'll give you, even if I don't give you a verbal warning, I'm giving you mental warnings. Okay, he did this. Okay, cool. You know, stuff happens. I do give people grace. Second time come around, okay, this might be a habit. Antennas is up now. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention to what's going on. Third time, you're out. You gotta go. You out of there. Red flags is flying. This is not a circus. The carnival is not in town. Abort mission. So long. And so that's, you know, those are just how I move now. And I've had to send a lot of, hey, this was great. You're cool. Let's keep it friendly. Hey, this is what you did. This is how it makes me feel. I'm no longer interested. Or as much as I don't like to ghost people, there has been some situations where it was like, it wasn't even nothing. It's not even nothing or enough for me to give you an explanation. Like, I chuck the deuces and I'm out. Because at this, you already know what it is. So, yeah, that's how I, you know, have been creating boundaries, protecting my peace. And let me tell y'all, having a peace of mind is so important, especially in these days and ages. Protect y'all peace at all costs, even if that means telling people, you know, put people in place, setting people where they need to be. Do what you need to do, and you set these guidelines not only for other people, but it also helps you to set them for yourself, because now you get to know what your expectations are. You also get to, you know, set out a path or a plan of how you want to be treated and how you also want to treat other people. Because in setting boundaries, you also have to know how to set those boundaries and how to do it in a way where you're not pushing people away. You don't want to push people away. You just want to set the guidelines. Let them know. These are my expectations. This is how I get down. This is my vibe. That's all, you know, setting boundaries really is. If you have any more questions, I hope I got everything out that I wanted to say. I don't like to make these videos super long, but we can continue the conversation in the comments. So if you have something that you want to say, if you have questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.